Episode 37, Spoils of War. This episode I'm going to go around and make sure all my islands are good from the war. And then I'm going to start building up the new islands that we were able to take over when we pushed Tarragon out of Latium, which was his home island here. And the one island we were able to get from Concordia before the Emperor butted in here and got in the way, so... But we're gonna go ahead and check on our other islands, make sure that all of our industries are tracking. Now that everything's out of there, hats are still a little low. Tunics are good. What's inventory look like here? Yeah, we're okay. This one was an issue. Fish are still a little down. Porridge is good. Tunics are a little down. Are tunics down because we don't have enough makers or not enough? Yeah, we got plenty of them. Let's check on actual inventory. Okay, yeah. Tunics. Not enough tunics. Let's go ahead and get another tunic maker in there real quick. Don't know if there's a warehouse anywhere near. A little bit of a hike, but it'll be alright. Alright, so that's good for you. Not doing anything with you yet. Fish is good. Porridge is good. Hemp is down. Hemp is trending down. We got enough people. Can't put it down there. Right. I'll get the hemp under there. Sheep are good. That's good. All right. Fish, hemp. Everything's tracking here. Main island, new island. Hemp and sheep and hats. Hemp is going down. Sheep and hats. Yep. Alright. Oh, we got anybody? And hemp was down. Alright. Porridge is so good. Alright, porridge is still, yeah. Porridge is maxed out. That's the issue with that one. Okay. Are y'all looking? hats. Yeah, tunics and hats are both dropping. Forge says it's dropping, but still got a ton of wheat, so just keep an eye on that. Oh yeah, we built this whole thing up out here. Question is there a warehouse anywhere near? Go ahead and throw a warehouse in this region.
Fancy me in a tunic? I mean, who'd fancy me without?
Part of the problem here is too that this is concrete. That'll give us a little bit of population we needed there.
Your judiciousness.
On Dole, I don't even know what island that is. One of my new ones. All right. We got fish. Got plenty of fish. Alright, so that one's good for now. Nova. Let's check on how much fish we actually have. 0 fish. No, that is not a good one. Marble here. Let's see. Everything else is good here. Fish. The oats are maxed out. Forage. Hats. Running low on hats. We're gonna let that one ride out. Probably should have paid attention to which one I started on. Fish is good. Overproducing. How are we looking on inventory of hats? Alright. I definitely feel like we already did this island. Yeah, because we're not back now to the empty islands. All right, so here we go. Man, you get a. All right, we're gonna start off with these islands. What I'd like to do is to just build out what I think I'm going to need, at least in the terms of city blocks. Some of the larger items that we're going to be building. We'll do all dirt roads right now because I'm not gonna pay for the good stuff until we figure out where everything's going to end up. This is a massive island, so we can get a good amount of population out of it. At least that'll be the goal. But I want to place the large items that we're going to want to put in here. Basically want to do Emperor demands peace. We're at peace. I don't know what the game's talking about. Maybe we'll look into that one a little bit later. So for these guys, those are just going to be everywhere. Sanctuaries, those aren't really, we can fit those in any spot. Amphitheaters, the bathhouses, the forums. So yeah, alright, let's go ahead and get the size of the city block, which we're going to continue to use the 9x9s. That is not it, but okay. Oh, one thing I could get going right now, I'm not sure where industry is going to be. Drag a road over here. At least temporarily we can get things like wood going. We're going to be doing a lot of building here, and I feel like it's going to go really fast. So if we can get at least the wood choppers starting.
I await your instruction.
Don't foresee building over here just yet, so smart thing would have been to figure out where I was going to put industry on this island and then build these things, but I'll probably all try to tuck forestry in right here, and then all the other stuff go right there. This will probably all be a village town. Same with over here. Alright, so we got our 9x9s here. We can get the whole grid laid out how we want it. We can go through and delete the areas we want to for the larger buildings. Reposition all of our city necessities, fire stations, all those things. We'll actually be able to see how far they'll go, and we can spread them out and minimize the waste. just worried about full city blocks right now. Go through, cut out the extras. That'll work for now. Don't worry about all these little nubs and cleaning things up later. Don't know why it doesn't just keep the straight edge. Alright. What do you want?
Okay.
Everybody wants a festival. Everybody gets a festival. Alright, so now we can see just how far these reach. Isn't massive, but when we have concrete and marble roads, this will pretty much do this whole area over here. These do not go as far. So we're just going to go ahead. You know what? Let's focus on the markets. That's a good place for that one. I feel like still plenty of room to move up that way. Now, to the larger buildings I was talking about. Let's start with. The range on these things is ridiculous. It's going to do this whole side over here. Do we want to put in a bathhouse? This is an increased population. Curious on the range on this. Really not all that good over there. Already had one of you. Terrain is too steep now all of a sudden. Okay. Well, isn't that a bummer? Well, then y'all just gonna have to be stinky over here, I guess. Change any more of that. Alright, get to the important stuff. Fire. Once again, keeping in mind that we will have better roads here soon, so they'll be able to fill in some of these gaps. At least more or less will be in the same areas. Hospitals have much better range. 2 of you. What happened there? Okay. Grammaticus. Throw in a couple of these. I want to say if I take out one of these roads, I should be able to fit in. Need a warehouse on this side and a warehouse on this side. Yeah, you can see how quick when you add up, this isn't even all the required buildings. These are just the ones I think we're going to need. How much of this space it takes up. This isn't including any of the industry buildings like the spinners or not how I typically do it, but okay. No, don't like it. Is that gonna... I'll have to build that when we actually get the houses up, because that's being a pain in the butt. Oh, this could be a... I've done this in 100 locations, and now all of a sudden this thing just doesn't want to work. Put in a street right there. We're gonna have to build another one here. You saw it just work. Then it doesn't work again. All right. Something's missing a street connection. Something got deleted somewhere.
Where's the warehouse? Checked again. It's still empty.
Alright, we said we're gonna, or I said I was gonna do the industry on this side. Bridge coming across here. Like I said, I'm not too worried about how that all looks over there right now. Get some fish going. Population's gonna kind of boom over here, so I definitely want to I think this might all be trying to think of where we could put the farms where we get an aqueduct to them, where I'm gonna have enough room. I'm not gonna need that many. To be honest, the main island's right here. We got so much extra of everything. I don't feel like we're gonna need to have a full-on dedicated supply of everything here. And we're just going to be making, once all these houses go in, we're going to be making so much money, I don't really feel the need to import a bunch of stuff. It's yeah, we're just going to go ahead and set a lot of this to buy. What did I move? I didn't move anything. These are the islands I took over from Tarragon when I kicked him out of the I kicked him out of here. I feel like that's all I'm gonna need to get started. I kicked Tarragon out and yeah. Medici. Fire. Police. So this is just a new island that I have. And I got no aqueduct source over here. Okay, we do. Man. I might be able to fit the farms that I'm going to need on this side. buy, but not. Buy, not but. I'm still playing 1800 and I go... Yeah, I played a lot of 1800. It was fun. There's some things I hope that they somehow introduce in this game from 1800. But all in all, it's a pretty good game. It's been fun. Being able to build on the diagonal has definitely been a lot better. That part's been nice. Yeah, still pretty good game. Gonna build. Don't have the supplies here yet, but I can pre-plan my aqueduct. That'll supply all this over here. All right. And then we'll get the hemp going over here. Where the heck did everything go? So the pirates as allies, and I go around and blow up all the islands and the other 3 AI opponents. You know, I tried making allies with the rebels. I think that's what they're called in this one, and never went well for me. So I just destroyed them. I didn't even bother this go around with those guys. Okay, we got hemp going, so build a hemp farm. Did I just build a hemp farm in the middle of my city? I did. We got hemp coming in, so now we can start a spinner. I did not get sheep going yet. Yeah, Stove, I don't know if you're still in here, but if you are, yeah, the build you out, the oh no, nope, where are you gonna go? There. Yeah, push Tarragon out of here. Now I'm gonna build up his main island as far as I can. See how many ships I can get out of it. Because I feel like the Emperor is about to come fight me here soon. Oh, just like that, I burned through all that wood. Alright, we'll let this island catch up a little bit, and we'll go on to the other new island. What are these white dots out here?
Rebuilding in the wake of the eruption.
Oh, she's got that many ships. I never even noticed that.
Many sacrifices were made.
Do the rebels come back over and over in the campaign, which is what I'm playing, John? They do not. You can have them do that. I can go into settings and turn them back on, but I haven't. In free play, I'd imagine they do, but not so much here. What is wrong? Storage is full. I need to start offloading some of this stuff to the... I might need to start making some trade ships to start offloading things onto this main island, because I have way too much stuff going on. We'll worry about that as we get there. Probably should start pre-building some ships for that. I'm going to see if I could supply everything I need from this island, so that way I don't have to rebuild all these supply chains. Excess things that I have right now that they need is tier 1 citizens, is beer, which I cannot keep enough beer going, so I don't think that's going to be a thing. As tier 2,
What happens in Taverna stays in Taverna.
I could probably start moving over some of this olive oil.
What could you possibly require?
So we'll set up a trade route between Juliana and whatever this one, Fabulum. It's going to be a short route, so I don't actually need any of this olive oil yet, so just to get that going. That's not really an issue. Storage is full, it's not really an issue.
For your decree.
Same thing.
Salway, Praetor.
Problem is, my supply chains were so efficient that now I have just a bunch of extra stuff I don't need on all these islands. Do you like multiplayer? Multiplayer is more fun. I don't know if you're listening to Stofe in the chat, but the multiplayer's fun. Me and him have one right now. It does, you know, we haven't got to the point where we're gonna attack anybody yet, but I feel like when we do, that'll be a lot of fun when you can coordinate attacks with a friend. And they definitely made it easier to do multiplayer in this game versus 1800. We tried it in 1800 once, and it was a huge pain, and we never got it to work right, and constantly had issues. Not so much the case here. Do I have like an excess of tiles here? Yeah. Where did I send the little boats off to? I know I had some extra trade ships somewhere. What? Defense pack decline. Nah, buddy. Defense pack. Both you want a defense pack. Decline. No. Nah, I'm gonna smoke both y'all as soon as I get a chance. Do feel like I need to do something with this over here. Just so this island's actually doing something, I'm just gonna... Yeah, the amount of overproducing my main island's doing now, like you can see all these things are just full output, full output, full output, and then it backs up the trading. So I'm gonna see if I can do this majority of this island without actually having to produce too much myself. The problem is I didn't build ships to do that yet. So I just built a couple more trade ships. I don't know where I sent my little guys. They have so much marble that I'm going to just start upgrading marble roads to all the islands. Which is crazy because some of them don't even have concrete yet. And everybody wants a festival. Festivals left and right. So when you play multiplayer, can the game pause and continue later? Or do you play a session through till the winner? No, you can pause it. So what Stoph and I do is we both save the game at the same time when we're playing together, so that way we have a backup copy if something were to happen, and then we both just leave at the same time. And then you go into the pre-game lobby, and either him or I, since we have the same save time, will load it up, send an invite, join in, and load in, and we're right where we were. And we just continue on from there, nonstop. So that's how him and I typically do it. Alright, we got a new ship here. I need a lot of concrete and tiles to start off.
Mariners, forward!
This is going to be a very short trade route. So I definitely don't want to send too much stuff over here. I'm going to drain my main island real quick. All right, have a good one, John. I'll be sure to stop by and check out your page later. I'll click on it now. Oh, I need marble there too.
Waiting for your decree. We stand waiting.
I never found a place, so I'm gonna only put a forum over here. do I have anywhere for a theater? Make some people happy. Sanctuary, Grammaticus. Not the right button. Man, the range on that's really not good. I tuck you up here somewhere? No. I mean, what about moving the aqueduct? Aqueduct. Now can I put in? Not the prettiest, but that'll hold. That'll hold water.
Selway, Praetor. Festina Lente.
Wood. Alright, well, at least got it up to here. No water supplied because it's a weird shapes. There we go. Wood and marble. Working on getting you marble.
Neptune's finest. Ready. What could you possibly require?
Well, that'll keep the marble guys busy for a while.
Fire has started in your city.
Alba Luna. Oh, this island. Okay. Yeah, you're just gonna have to burn. Nah. I'll give you a fire station.
Construction of a ship has finished.
All right. Yeah, they got even more crap over here. Is that all of it? I have 4 wood choppers going on over here. And I knew that the pace that we were going to be building was not going to be able to keep up.
Waiting for your decree.
Actually, we've got a boat over here.
Your people are ailing.
Neptune's finest.
They'll survive. Alright, now what I need to check on is make sure that I'm
One day, I'll be a famous
producing enough of everything over
They'll
here.
paint me with me hat.
Fish is hanging in. Porridge. Use another porridge. Come on. Porridge will be good. Making enough hemp, not making enough tunics. Making enough sheep, not making enough hats already. I think that's going to be the hardest thing, is keeping up the production on everything else when I'm able to build so much faster than normal.
Shyness
Okay,
is
what are-
weird. Look who's here.
Here comes our marble. I almost wonder if I should extend that to that out. This screws everything up, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay. This one already kind of close. You okay? You're fine. That one for the side.
What could you possibly require? We stand waiting.
Oh, I got enough to actually build that right now. Okay. Build you too. Guess I'm not going to get much concrete sold to me if I keep destroying all my enemies, but you know, it's a problem I'm willing to have. Fish porch, tunics. Okay, that's all good. The deciding factor right now is the lack of wood, which just showed up.
We advance.
Alright. Man, I knew that was going to happen. God bless it. Not even sure what all these are. Oh, okay. Decisions. Anything gonna make him happy? What island is this on? Juliana. Happiness and prestige.
Very good.
Keep the happiness up.
I await your
Speaking of happiness, do we have any amphitheater games going right now? And we're back down to doing the basics because we pissed off the boss. So we'll get that back and going. Alright, we got a few more minutes. We'll go ahead and make sure everything on this island's good, which it's not. As far as resources. And fish. These guys are really going through the porridge. For the sake of not gumming up all that space over there. Throw one over here. We are still out of concrete, which... It's going to be a considerable amount of concrete. I'm going to need probably 50 more concrete and more tiles to build that aqueduct. But I think we're meeting the needs on everything else. Except beer, which I just cannot seem to keep in stock. Guess some people got sick. They still have my islands over there wrapped up. Okay. Let's make sure everything else here is good on this island. Hemp is still making 3 tons, but I need one more. I need another sheep and spinner. And I need another spinner. Okay. It's crazy how much faster it goes when you have unlimited resources and money. I haven't even upgraded any of these people. I'm just making boatloads of peasants everywhere. Forums? These guys don't even need forums. But just for shits and giggles, 1 block around the forum. We'll upgrade all those people. Things that we already need, they're gonna get. I don't know where the bread's coming from because they're not making any. Who are you? What's our bread supply like on the main island? Overflowing as usual. All right. So. There we go. Go ahead and load in 10 of them breads as well. Wondering how fast I'm going to bleed the main island dry of all these resources. Not that this island's not big enough to make its own, but I have so much excess everywhere else. Seems weird not to use it. Well, there's only so many churches. Soap. Soap will not be supplied. Do not do soap. Ammophora. So these are things that are just left over on the island from taking over. Soap, ammophora. Sandals are really easy to produce, and they do not upset people as much as the other ones. Sandals is not something I typically have a lot of extra of, though. But for the sake of we will. What are we sending over right now? Juliana, that right there. We'll do a couple sandals. Because I have plenty of the other stuff. I just don't have the end item sandals. But I have the pigs, the leathers, and the salt.
Hard-working people. Let the games commence.
Cool, man. Why don't you not be mad at me so I can go attack somebody? That would be fun. Alright, well, we got a good start on the new islands. Just enough over here so that way they don't destroy themselves, and maybe a quarter of it built up over here. So, alright. Thanks for tuning in.